The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Welcome to today's edition of the Rush 24/7 podcast.
Well, so much for my low-profile effort. I guess it totally shot now. Details coming up. Have you heard about this Notre Dame football player, this Monty Teo? You know, I called Catherine this morning. I said, are you a hoax? I need to know. Is this real or is it not? Greetings, my friends, and welcome. Great to have you here. Telephone number 800-282-2882. The email address, lrushmore@eibnet.com. Maybe it's a Hawaiian thing to make up girlfriends. Obama did it. You know, he had this composite girlfriend in one of his books. It's an amazing story. And I tell you what, if this keeps up, it's going to eclipse Lance Armstrong on Oprah tonight. Manti Te'o, who is really said to be a great, very high draft prospect, National Football League coming out of Notre Dame, apparently had a multiple-month-long relationship with a woman he called a girlfriend. Never met her, but talked about kisses and so forth. A running back for the Arizona Cardinals also tweeting online that he knew the woman, described her appearance, but she never existed. Everybody involved says she never existed. They don't know if he made it up and was living a lie or if he was hoaxed by people. If he was hoaxed, he totally fell for it and had a relationship with somebody pretending to be this woman online, and it got very serious. And she died within close proximity to his grandmother on the eve of a crucially important game for Notre Dame. He went out, and he played, and he had a great game after learning of the death of the woman who didn't exist. But he didn't know she didn't exist. So his pain and suffering was real. The athletic director at Notre Dame is all worried now that Manti Te'o may never, ever trust anybody ever again after being perpetrated by a hoax, having this hoax perpetrated on. Folks, this is what do you mean the Algeria situation? What Algerian situation? There's nothing about that on TMZ or I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing about that on TMZ or Entertainment Weekly. Algeria? What, there's some American hostages there? Well, oh, gee. Well, that means Obama's going to be flying off to a fundraiser in Vegas. We have hostages somewhere, and well, that's what that means. That means there's going to be a fundraiser and parties and stuff in Las Vegas. That's what that means. Have they found a video yet to blame it on? They haven't? You're kidding me. We got American hostages in Algeria, and there's no video to blame for this. Well, I do know that Obama's going to be heading to Vegas. That's a lock. But seriously, folks, there's nothing about that on TMZ or at Entertainment Weekly. I'm just now being told the fate of the 7 American hostages is still unknown. You know, if Obama had just like an executive action yesterday, that's a new word for him, executive action, outlawing hostage-taking in his fatwas yesterday, it wouldn't have happened. Right? Outlaw hostage-taking. I wonder, with all these new gun laws, you know what we're going to end up with? Let me make a prediction. Are you enjoying this monologue, Mr. Snerdley? Okay. Do you realize what I've been talking about all week? Do you know how many people on the left listening to this who do not understand one syllable of the humor, who are totally clueless and are out there just getting incensed? I guarantee you they are getting incensed. They don't see the humor, such as, you know, we're going to have massive registration of gun owners. every gun owner is, I mean, the objective here on the part of the regime is to have every gun owner documented, which means, nothing always works exactly as planned. We're going to end up with undocumented gun owners. And my question is, will the undocumented gun owners get free health care and in-state tuition, earned income tax credits, maybe even some fast and furious guns? Because we are going to have undocumented gun owners. There's no question about it. So, trying to keep a low profile. This is what I mean. I'm just telling you, they don't get the humor. They're wound so tight that they're just waiting to be offended.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.